This is a game I've been looking forward to for a while now. Just hadn't gotten around to playing it. It was one of those games that as soon as I'd get it in the shop, someone would buy it. So I finally just knuckled down and was like, I'm gonna get me one. I've sold so many of this game, I need to see what it's about. So this is supposedly a deck, bag, and pool building. Kind of got a little of everything. It's got some rondelle, it's got a little of everything that you're looking for. And it's supposed to even be kind of Euro-y, and building engines is one of the things you can do in it as one of the styles. So I mean, we're definitely going to take a look at it for sure and try to get to the table as soon as possible. It is for ages 14 plus, 2 to 4 players, and it is 75 to 150 minutes. Stay tuned until the end, because I decided to add this one in, and we'll open this up at the end after going through the Great Western Trail base game and show you what's inside the expansion also. All right, like I said, I've been anxious to try this one out real bad. I've been kind of just, like I said, I kept putting it off, and then finally I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull the trigger. Oh, wait, oh. All right, there we go. Got a rule book here, typical should. I'd be really surprised if I opened a game. Actually, as I say that, but anyways. We got components. Setup. Wow, a lot to the setup. Well, it's just the way they did it, I guess, really. It's not as much now to see it. Object of the game. Playing the game. A lot of this looks like examples, which is cool in my opinion, as it just basically, yeah, and this is let you know what the actions are. And then final scoring all on the back. That's nice, so I don't have to dig, especially if they end up having a card or something in here, but to where I can just go, hey, let's look at the back and see how this thing scores. Nice. Already kind of impressed a little bit. All right. Well, let's go ahead and, well, I want to look at these, if it'll let me, as I am just failing, rolling these ones. All right, there we go. All right. Don't know if these are any different. I would assume not, because I've heard some similarities. I think the only differences are the colors, because I see white, red, yellow, and blue here. And then the back. So these are each individual's player board, I'm assuming. We've got some cardboard components. We know how I feel about cardboard components. In this case, I know in the game, there's no way to get rid of all the cardboard components, but we'll replace as much of it as we can. I do see blue. There's yellow. There's reds. And we'll pop some of these out to see how they feel, whether you have to worry about that they're gonna rip. And there is white. So there are some for each player. I mean, they didn't pop out real easy, but I mean, it's nice and thick. And as long as nothing has to be randomized, I don't mind the popping out. It just worries me when there's like tiles that have to be randomized where you don't know what they are, and then you're making me pop them out of cardboard. Cool, that just means, or even just, even if you're not making me pop them out, that's the reason I don't like cardboard. Into the longer description of it all. We got the board here, all right. Feels like a 4-segment board. Oh. Feels like a 4-segment board. We've got, as you're herding your cattle to the market. Yep. So some beautiful artwork. Well, actually, herding your, well, I guess to the market or to the train so you can sell your cattle. We got some cards we'll take some closer looks at. We got some player chits here, just chits in different colors, and all 4 of the colors. We have what looks like a worker and a wagon for each color, and a cube. Some baggies, score sheets. Oh, the thing I like about these, I don't use them. but I do like to have them because if I'm teaching a new person, I can go, hey, here you go. Here's everything that you have to worry about with scoring. And then as usual, you should always check under all of your inserts. I'm about to say, is this glued down? But no, it's just really in there. All right. Let's take a look at the cards. If you want to sleeve up your game, you're going to want to get medium-sized sleeves. The size is 57 by 89. I like these board game sleeve brands. They are Arcane Tinman, which is Dragon Shield. I like these, especially the non-glares. You can get them in the regular ones in a bag, and they come in 100 instead of 50. And you are going to need 120 sleeves. So if you go with the bags, you're going to have to get 2 bags. But I like these because when you sleeve up your game and your cards, you're going to be able to have a little tuck box, which is a nice little way of putting them back in here to hold them. And just like usual, we're going to sleeve up one of these and just see. I'm not going to read through every card, but we're definitely going to flip through them and let you get a look at them. But I like to check and test the sleeves. That way you know whether, yeah, so it looks like it'll fit it pretty nice. Doesn't feel like it's too loose or anything. So this looks like the right size. You can find them in other brands. Like I said, I just like these because you can sleeve all 50 of your cards, sleeved right back into the box, and it helps protect your cards. And let's go ahead and look at them. So looks like just a whole bunch of different types of cattle. You got your jerseys, your Dutch belts. Your jersey, butch belt. Yeah, so it's just a bunch of different types of cattle with different numbers. Because now we're just into the same ones. So just looks like basically, I mean, the whole point of the game is taking your cattle to the train or the market, however you want to look at it, and basically getting money and herding them back and herding again and herding again. Yeah. All right. Let's see what's in this other one, but it looks like it's about the same. So like I said, there's 120 cards, so you will need, if you go with the box, you will, since it's only 50, you'll need 3 of those. But can be a mixture there. But the Texas Longhorn. And looks like some type of unique cards here. Special abilities most likely, or things you can do in the game, I'm assuming. Oh, goals. I'm gonna go with goals. Pull these goals off, you get victory points. Seems interesting. Well, like I said, I've been looking forward to this one, so I definitely will be getting it to the table. Howdy, y'all. Thank you for joining us today for this unboxing of Great Western Trail, Rails to the North. This is an expansion for the Great Western Trail board game, so you will need the base game in order to play this, as it says here. I have yet to play the game. I bought the game with the expansion, so I don't know. I'll probably play the game the first time without the expansion just so I can see the difference and see what the expansion adds in. Probably played a couple times. I usually try to play it about 4 or 5 times before I add an expansion in. Unless I just did not like the game, then I'll try the expansion just to see if it makes it to where I like the game more. Or changes whether I like the game or not. But let's take a look at what this adds in. All right. All right, so we got the rule book here. This should just kind of basically let you know what the expansion adds setup wise. Looks like a board that basically adds to the top where the train's at. But yeah, so it's just letting you know what the expansion adds in and what it changes at the end of the game, an overview of the new components. So nice little condensed and concise. It's got more of the buildings for each player color, and then some more of the tiles that'll mix into the game. And we got some new looking tiles, it looks like. And something else over here. I noticed probably one for each color. Yep, there's one for each color because there was one on the other one previously. And this is the other board. It looked like it adds up to the top. Oh. Thought that was the back of the board. Apparently not. So it looks like it makes it more complicated. This is just some extra things. It is a 4-segment board. But it looks like what it adds is some difference on the trains that you're adding to. Because from what I understand, you're taking the cattle to the train. So this probably makes it where you can take them to other cities, I'm assuming. So, seems like it could be a cool addition. We got some more components here. Oh, looks like you're setting up totally different, huh? Look at me making guesses because we got components in every color. And we're going to bust one of these open, take a closer look, but we got them in each component, color, and no, we'll go with the blue ones. I usually play black or yellow, but we'll go with the blue ones. Looks like little houses, mostly. And then a chit. And that's about it that I see. So, some new components that I did not see in the base game, so definitely add something. Look under the insert, nothing. So this looked like a nice, concise, short little expansion. So it just adds a little bit. But from what I've heard, this expansion adds quite a bit to the game for you to enjoy. Well, thank you for watching and have a great day.